I am now joined by Andrew Whitney, who's going to be a part of the Titan FC 34 card here on July 18th on UFC Fight Pass. Andrew, how are you doing here this evening, my man?
I'm doing good. Can't be happier.
Well, right on. You, I can definitely tell in your voice, very energetic, very, very positive, and I like guys who have that vibe about them because it makes the interview go a hell of a lot easier. Says somebody who's grumpy, so I appreciate that.
No problem.
Now you're going to be facing William Joplin, who, a veteran like yourself. When this fight was first, presented to you, what did you think of the matchup, and really, what do you think of William as a fighter?
When the fight was first presented to me, I had to actually call Williams Gym. If I ever fought in Kansas City, that's where I'm from. I usually stop in the grindhouse and cut my last little bit of weight. So I had to actually call his gym to make sure it wasn't going to be a disrespectful thing because he fights at a grindhouse. So I respect all his coaches. I respect his gym. I mean, not grindhouse, Glory. I'm sorry. They'd kill me if I figured I'll call it grindhouse. But Glory. So I called his coaches and made sure it's okay, and so the fight's going to happen. But as far as William Joplin, I have a lot of respect for the kid. I know he's extremely tough. I know he's a gamer. He fights. He comes to fights. He's got a good chin, and he comes to win fights. So I respect his game a lot. Have the utmost respect for him, and I'm looking forward to the best William Joplin.
And absolutely, and I actually interviewed him a little bit earlier, and he had actually kind of reflected the same opinion upon you. Now, he did say that you guys have kind of crossed paths here and there, but he has nothing but respect for you. He said he has nothing bad to say, and said he's just looking at this as business. He says, it's just another fight. It's business. You can't take it too personal. One thing that he did say that you can tell physically from looking at you, he says you are huge for being a bantamweight and carry that muscle. For you being a bantamweight and being as stocky as you are, is the best way of putting it. That sometimes, you think that's kind of a mental thing to kind of intimidate some of your opponents?
No, to tell you the truth, I don't mean to be this big. I wish I could walk around a little smaller. But my mother blessed me with good genetics, and this is something that I'm blessed with. I do credit myself when having a good strength and conditioning, but I was born pretty stocky. You can look at my pictures when I was in 7th grade, and I've always been pretty slow. So I'm a big bantamweight. I cut 30 to 35 pounds every time I fight. It hurts me a lot, but it never affects my performance. So do I look at it like an intimidation factor? No, because in the same token, I've lost the guys that's smaller than me. So size doesn't matter in this sport.
Well, absolutely, but I will say this: it can be kind of creepy seeing a guy your size and just muscle on top of muscle. I'm like, wow, that's this is a stocky kid. So, but would you say you have to cut that much weight to come down to bantamweight? Is there anything you've maybe thought about? Maybe going up in a weight class and not having to worry about cutting as much weight, or is it just one of those things to where you're comfortable here at 135, and until your body can't do it anymore, you're going to continue to try to make the 135 limit?
I guess time would tell. As of right now, I get this huge opportunity on UFC Fight Pass, so I'm going to fight at 35. But I was actually just telling somebody that I would not fight at 35 anymore until I land my shot in the UFC, because it's just too much, and it's too much weight to cut for as less as I'm getting paid. But I got a huge opportunity right now, so this is no question, no doubt in my head that I will fight at 35. This is the weight class that I'm fighting at, and hopefully, I can get my UFC contract right at that. Put this great performance on.
Now, speaking of which, and that was kind of actually going to be my next question here is, you've been on our, at least our radar for a lot of media guys, MMA media guys, wondering why hasn't Andrew gotten an opportunity to fight in some of these other promotions, whether it be the UFC giving you a call, Bellator, or World Series of Fighting, or someone giving you an opportunity on a larger platform. But you've seen some of your teammates down there in Florida, and likewise, guys in the sport who may be record-wise the same as yours. How tough has that been, seeing guys, getting that opportunity, but you seem to get overlooked when honestly, as a media guy, I think you've put in the time and put in the grind, so we should get that opportunity. You know, how tough has that been over the last couple of years to kind of see guys get those cracks before you?
And, I get asked this question a lot, but it's very frustrating because I can compete with anyone. I can compete with anybody in the gym. I can compete with anybody in the cage. I've never had the luxury of getting guided my whole career, so I don't fight a bunch of guys like 5-5 to get into the UFC. I've been fighting UFC competition outside of the UFC for a long time, but at the same time, my old coach used to say, "Hey, fight the tough fight, so when you get to the UFC, you know what it's like to be in a fight." And that's exactly what I do. That's my mindset. My mindset is to go into the fight and know I can compete on any level. So when I get in the UFC, I'm going to be doing the same thing I do to guys outside the UFC. There's nothing going to change. I'm going to be getting highlight reel knockouts. It just kind of sucks because I have a lot of knockouts, and I could be getting bonus of the night, those 50 Gs, but I'm not getting them. So, just keep putting in time, keep getting better, and my time is going to come sooner or later. But my time is going to come. When it comes, trust me, I'll be ready.
Well, absolutely. Now, I've seen in some other quotes, when you've been doing interviews here for Titan FC 34, that you want to make a statement here with this, and like you said, you've got the knockouts in the other organizations, other promotions you fought for. How important is it, since this is going to be on Fight Pass, and so many more people are getting an opportunity to see you perform, and if they don't see it live, hell, they can always stream it later and watch the knockouts and the fight at a later date. How important is it for you to make that impression, not only on the fans who'll be watching the fight, but also, as you said, the UFC?
It's very important. That's why I'm so motivated for this fight. I'm working hard. I'm in a happy place. My mind is focused, and I'm so excited to get on UFC Fight Pass and fight, because I know that everybody from Scotland and Ireland and China, these guys are going to be watching this fight. And I'm ready to go. I heard Dana was going to be in the crowd. So I'm focused. If I felt like I deserved to be there for so long, then I need to perform like that, and I'm ready to perform like that. So I'm super excited. I'm not putting any extra pressure on me. I'm just going to go in and just fight, just do what I do best, and be aggressive and move forward and make the other guy uncomfortable.
Now, as we know, you're a Missouri guy, but you're down in Florida training. Throughout the years with being down in there and working with the guys from American Top Team, how has that changed you as a fighter and given you growth as a fighter and as a man down there with, so many great fighters and now champions that you've had an opportunity to work with during your time at American Top Team?
It's great, I'm not with American Top Team anymore. Not many people know that, but yeah, I'm not with American Top Team anymore. But when I was there, I spent 2 years there, and it was great, great coaches, great group of guys, getting asked for a better camp to train at, but, at the same time, there's a lot of different things that go on in those big camps like that. So, you just got to know how to separate, business and pleasure, and figure out, what you need to do for your career. And what I needed to do for my career was maybe step away from all the hype and all the, too much pressure, or you following someone's footsteps. I need to stick to Andrew's plan and fight the way I used to fight, because I haven't been fighting the way I've been always fighting, and maybe it's just too much pressure on my shoulders. So now I'm in a happy place. I had to get some negativity out of my life, and I'm in a happy place, and I'm happy again. And you'll see July 18th how happy I am.
Now, with you now parting ways with American Top Team, where are you preparing here for this fight here in July?
I actually have my own camp. I manage a gym, and I've brought some striking coaches in, some wrestling, and everything's focused on me. To where I'm not helping someone else get ready for a fight, or I'm not helping this person. And everything's based around me. I got a good head coach that's breaking down footage. I got good guys around me that knowing what my guy's gonna do. Everything's based around me. So and it's making me feel good, and it makes me happy. So fighting a happy Andrew Whitney is a dangerous guy to fight.
Well, and that's something else that I was going to bring up here. You know, if anyone who follows you on social media, which by the way, we'll make sure you plug that out here momentarily, is you're always smiling. We see you in photos, whether it be with other fighters, you guys are down there watching, you're with somebody's house watching the fights, or you're with kids and you're smiling, you're happy. You know, you just seem like just a naturally happy guy until we see you fight night and you're trying to knock someone's block off. You know, how important is it for you to kind of separate those two worlds and flip that switch come fight night compared to what you are outside of the cage? Because it really seems like you love the kids. You're a family guy. You just seem like you love everybody. But fight night, oh man, you're a little bit dangerous, a little bit psycho.
It's called having a good switch in your head. You gotta know how to turn your switch on. I love kids. You know, I have a kid of my own, and at my gym, I coach a lot of kids, and I give back to a lot of kids. You know, and a lot of kids that don't have the pleasure and luxury to live good life. You know, I try to help them, motivate them, because I was one of those troubled kids growing up. So I try to be real positive with kids, and even when I have a bad day, I try to always keep a smile on my face, because I know it's going to get better. I know everything is going to be better at the end of the day. I just try to stay positive. Some days, I'm not positive, and I'm only human. I have my bad days. I have ups and downs, but for the most part, I try to stay happy, try to stay in a good mood, and I just try to be nice to everybody. I want people to, I want people to talk good about me behind my back, but you can't get everybody to talk good about you behind your back. So
Lord
you
knows
gotta
that.
stay positive. You
You
just gotta try to stay positive and just kind of keep doing your thing. Just keep moving forward.
Absolutely, you preaching to the choir there. You can't please everybody. Boy, do I know. You hit it right on the head there. Well, we appreciate you being so energetic and being happy, because I know Titan FC has loaded you fighters down with all kind of media obligations leading up here to the fight. So we do appreciate you taking out time with us, Andrew. But make sure.
Problem. Hey, I appreciate you guys having me.
Man, this is
It's
what.
no problem. They ever come on the show and talk good to you guys, because
Well, absolutely. I mean,
enjoying life.
this is what we do, man. It's all about, like you said, you got to have a positive outlook. We look at it from this aspect here. If you put out positive energy in the world, positive energy is going to come back to you. That's the only way the world's going to get any better. If not, it's going to continue to be the crapshoot that it is anymore. So we got to be positive about everything we can be when the time comes. But we're going to be positive about your fight here on July 18th, UFC Fight Pass against William Joplin. Give a shout out to the coaches and the new training camp that you're working with, and make sure you plug those sponsors as well.
Okay, yeah. First and foremost, I'd like to thank the man upstairs. Without him, none of this would be possible. So I'd like to thank the Lord, and my management team, ML Management, Andy Melendez. Those guys take good care of me. I'd like to thank my coach, Troy. He's showing me some tricks and some new tricks, for the world to see. So, man, I'm just excited. I'd like to thank Jeff and the boys over at Titan, Lex McMahon, and Scott Cuthbridge, and Joe Wooster, for having me on the card. I'm excited to come back to my hometown and put a great performance on against a very tough guy. So, my parents and my brothers and sisters who help me, and who believe in me, people tell me that they're proud of me every day. So, I'd just like to thank everybody who's helped me along the way. Everybody has a huge part in Andrew's success, and that's one big thing I'm huge on. I like to thank everybody who's helped me, even if we don't get along no more, if we do get along. A lot of people helped me get to this point right now. And I credit so many people. I've credited so many people at American Top Team, all the coaches over there that's put a lot of time in me, I never turn my back on anybody. I like to stay loyal, because I am a Missouri boy. And when you're down here in South Florida, you get mixed into a lot of different things. So, just like to thank everybody, And my Twitter handle is Andrew Whitney, 01. And my Instagram handle is Andrew Whitney _ Whitney. So those are, my Facebook is Andrew Whitney. So those are the things you can get hold of me on.
Absolutely, man. Like I said, we like people who have good energy and good positive vibes. Now I can go on and finish my evening positive after talking to you. So I mean, this is a feel good interview.
I'm glad that you had a good day talking to me.
Absolutely.
I had a good time talking to you guys. I'll pass it forward. You guys pass it forward, and the world to be a better place.
And one more parting shot, though, with you being a Kansas City guy, and I'm one as well myself, so I will be in the building there for Titan FC 34. What can you tell the people who may come up here to the city, what should they expect, and what is your impressions or your thoughts of Kansas City as a whole? Because you fought here before, you got family who's up and around this area. Tell the people what's
I'm
good.
born and raised in Kansas City. Most people don't understand that because they think I'm from Springfield because I lived in Springfield. But I'm born and raised in Kansas City. I'm a true Kansas City boy, one of the finest.
Oh, okay.
So that's my city, the city of fountains. That's my city. I love that city. It's made me who I am. It's made me as tough as I am. It's a blue collar city. I love that city, and nothing would ever change that. I brag and boast about how I'm a Missouri boy. I'm a Kansas City boy. This is a legit in my blood Kansas City boy. So I'm extremely excited to come home, and when you hear those dogs barking, when they mention my name, that's them Kansas City gangsters out there watching your boy.
I love it. I love it. Well, I'm going to make sure I present myself to you when I see you there at Titan FC 34 as another Kansas City guy myself. So we got to stick together. We got to definitely show each other love because it's not many of us out there who represent the area right. So anytime there is someone out there, I got to definitely pay homage and show love to them.
All right, thank you guys.
All right, man. We'll see you Titan FC 34 July 18th, UFC Fight Pass. Andrew Whitney, thank you for taking out the time, all right?
Thank you for having me, guys.
All right, thank you.